What is going on, everyone? Magnetic plunger switches. That's it. That's it. That's the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. What's going on, everyone? Tim from Tearphone Orbital. All right, so this is going to be a relatively quick, it's going to be a quick video. This is going to be a quick video. I'm going to talk about a hilt from Jawas Junkyard. This hilt has been installed with the stock chassis that is offered from Jawas Junkyard. Let me tell you what hilt it is. It is the Yungling from Jawas Junkyard. I think this is the second version of this hilt from Jawas. This has been installed with the chassis that comes with the hilt, stock, factory from Jawas Junkyard. So we're not going to come into Fusion and talk about the chassis. However, we are going to come up top and talk about how to put the chassis into the hilt. And then we are going to put a blade in it and do a quick demo. And then we will be on our way, right? So with all of that out of the way, let's come up top. All right, magnetic plunger switches. So here we are. There it is. All right, so here it is. This is the Yungling from Jawas Junkyard. This is based on Gunji's hilt. Not full, it's not all wood, right? But the majority of the body of this hilt is wood, right? Very, very unique hilt in that regard, okay? Here is the chassis that is provided with the hilt, right? So I don't need to come into Fusion and talk about the chassis that I designed because I didn't design this chassis. Very simple, right? But we have a kill switch here on board. This is a Proffie V3 build, 28mm speaker at the bottom here. And here is our battery tray, okay? We also have an onboard lit blade PCB connector. This is from CCsabers, all right? So to use this hilt, you want to put your battery in the chassis, right? Spring side is your negative. Take the flat part of your battery or the negative side of your battery, put that down towards, it appears as though this chassis is sized for a flat top 18650, right? So put your battery in the battery tray. You're going to hear an audible cue because this was already on. If you don't hear anything, hit that kill switch. All right. We have a single red button tactile switch in the middle here that has a magnet on top of that. More on that in a second. All right. So take note of where that is. And that is it, okay? So to put your chassis in the hilt, this pommel is held in place with a set screw. Okay, so I've already loosened that. Removing this is a little bit tricky. It is very, very tight, a very, very tight fit, right? So every time I have actually had to remove this, I have used a pair of blunt end pliers to pull this out, right? Because my nails are just not long enough to grip this pommel to pull it out. So just take note of that. It's a super, super tight fit, right? So you want to take your chassis, line that switch up with this hole that is in the front of the hilt, okay? Now, I look like a moron when I look down into this hilt. No, I look down into this hilt and look where that switch is, right? So you're going to want to line that magnet up with this hole, okay? There is a magnetic plunger switch. So this hilt was included with just a regular like anodized aluminum plunger. I have added a neodymium magnet to the end of this that will make a connection to that other magnet that is on that chassis, right? So I put that in the hilt. Take your pommel. There is a spacer in this pommel as well that was included with the chassis. So just take note of that. That sits in the bottom of that pommel. There's a threaded hole back here. Line this threaded hole in the pommel up with this hole in the back of the hilt, okay? And once you do that, right, you want to tighten this pinhead screw down. This is what's going to hold that pommel in place, thereby holding the chassis into the hilt. Okay? And then you're good to go. All right? Let's come down to the bottom. Okay, magnetic plunger switch right there in the front, just staring right at you. saying, mocking you, you know? Right. And that's pretty much it. Right. I like, listen, like I'm no stranger to how I feel about magnetic plunger switches. And I always take my opportunity to give Leon from Jawas Junkyard crap over that. Right. So this is a single button Proffie board setup. Twist to activate, twist to deactivate have been enabled on this. Okay. This is, it looks like a 7/8 inch blade holder. So let's put a blade in it. I was right, 7/8 inch blade holder, right? So you want to take your blade, rest it on those PCB pins. There is a set screw around the side here. You want to tighten that just so it's hugging your blade, okay? And you are ready to go. Okay. See what else we put on here.
What is it? Like to see the windows of a Jedi.
One more.
I am no Jedi.
Oh, you can tighten that blade down hard enough. Okay. One more. Oh, there we go. Interesting blade style there. All right, that's it. That is the Yungling from Jawas Junkyard. Very interesting wooden hilt, right? So, anyhow, if anyone has any questions about this particular install, please do not be a stranger. And with that being said, may the force be with you always. Thanks for watching, everybody.